High above Earth, Soyuz 1 drifts silently through the darkness of space. Inside the capsule, Soviet cosmonaut Vladimir Komarov studies the failing controls. Back on Earth, Mission Control begins noticing dangerous system malfunctions. The spacecraft slowly loses stability as technical problems continue to grow. Komarov grips the controls tightly, trying to keep the capsule under control. One of the solar panels refuses to deploy properly, cutting vital power. Engineers realize the mission is quickly turning into a deadly emergency. Far below, Earth appears calm, unaware of the unfolding disaster in orbit. Komarov reports the failures over the radio with a tense but steady voice. Inside the cramped cockpit, warning lights flash without stopping. Mission Control calculates the dangerous descent path of Soyuz 1. Komarov desperately searches for a way to save the mission. The spacecraft begins rotating unpredictably in the vacuum of space. Through his visor, the glow of Earth's atmosphere becomes visible. In Mission Control, fear spreads across the faces of Soviet engineers. Soyuz 1 begins its fiery return toward Earth. Damaged parts of the spacecraft struggle to survive the intense heat. Komarov braces himself as violent turbulence shakes the capsule. The spacecraft tears through the upper atmosphere at terrifying speed. A wall of blazing plasma surrounds Soyuz 1 during reentry. Every second now feels like a fight for survival. Pieces of insulation burn away under the extreme temperatures. Inside the cockpit, oxygen levels continue dropping dangerously low. The fiery trail behind Soyuz 1 stretches across the sky. Mission Control watches helplessly as telemetry data worsens. Komarov remains calm, despite knowing the odds are against him. The spacecraft spins harder as systems fail one after another. Instruments flicker wildly, showing impossible readings. From orbit, Soyuz 1 appears like a falling star over Earth. Komarov manually adjusts the capsule's descent angle. The heat outside rises to unbearable levels. Violent shaking rattles every corner of the spacecraft. Engineers calculate that the landing may end in catastrophe. A blazing streak of fire races across the atmosphere. Metal panels begin cracking under the intense pressure. Komarov makes one final attempt to stabilize the capsule. The spacecraft glows bright orange against the dark sky. Soyuz 1 spins through the atmosphere in uncontrolled chaos. In Mission Control, silence slowly replaces panic. The capsule descends deeper into Earth's atmosphere. Komarov's visor reflects the flames surrounding the spacecraft. The damaged capsule rushes toward Earth at deadly speed. Warning alarms echo endlessly inside the cockpit. Outside, the atmosphere burns around Soyuz 1 like a firestorm. Mission Control loses confidence that Komarov can survive. The spacecraft structure weakens under extreme heat. Komarov continues fighting to the very last moment. Flames completely surround the descending capsule. The cockpit shakes violently as the ground approaches. Burning debris breaks away behind the spacecraft. In Mission Control, engineers stare at the final signals. Soyuz 1 cuts through the sky like a blazing meteor. Komarov's face shows courage in the face of certain death. The spacecraft plunges lower through thick clouds. One by one, the instruments go dark. The capsule becomes engulfed in an uncontrollable inferno. Komarov grips the controls during the final seconds. Mission Control receives the last desperate transmission. Soyuz 1 races toward its tragic end. On April 24, 1967, Vladimir Komarov became the first human to die during a space mission, remembered forever for his courage and sacrifice. If you enjoyed this video and want to discover more untold stories from history, space disasters, and heroic missions, make sure to support our channel. Don't forget to like thumbs up sign, share loudspeaker, and subscribe bell to stay connected with our latest content. Hit the bell icon so you never miss the next episode of Battle Uncovered. Your support helps us bring more cinematic and educational stories to life. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next mission. Globe showing Europe Africa sparkles.